Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I hit Pro Rank for the second time. So yeah, I did hit Pro Rank last season and I was pretty insane locking on that season. I'm actually top 4 in the United States. So you guys can see how my last 3 games were. I did somehow make a 1% clutch on my last game of Pro Rank on EU server and when I'm from North America. So yeah, please like, subscribe, please enjoy the video and let's get on with it. Alright, so this is the first game. We have Knockout. I'm playing Byron, my team is playing Mina, we have 8-Bit, and we're against a Brock, Sprout, and a Max. I'm just playing you mainly most of the draft, but we first picked 8-Bit, they responded back with Brock and Max, and then we went Byron, Mina, and they last picked the Sprout. Now, we pretty much have draft because they don't have a lot of damage, and I have the Byron heals, and once we get an 8-Bit setup, we can do a lot of damage. So you see, I'm just healing my teammates. I'm just making sure my teammates don't die. Like, as long as my Mina's alive, we can pretty much hold so much control. And right now, it's just gonna be a stalemate. Also know that this Mina's also from EU, which is why he's probably gonna be struggling a lot. I didn't know this, but I didn't realize this after the game. So my Mina gets a really good jump, but he did not guarantee the kill. And then after I guaranteed the kill, and you guys can see both my teammates died. I maybe should have healed my Mina more because my Mina is more useful, but they both died and we weren't able to win the first round. But still, we are still able to clutch. I think we still have it. We still have the thing to clutch because we still have Byron Super. Once we get 8-Bit Super, we can hold up. So now my 8-Bit has Super. He dropped it in the back, and now we pretty much can just hold here. We can wait till end game. I'm trying to throw a Super so that he can't heal for the next few seconds. And then all of a sudden, like, my Mina gets low, and then I don't know what this Brock doing. He just decided to hyper straight up, and he got nothing out of it. And now we just won the round. The Brock wasted hyper and gadget at the same time. So now we're just chilling. I don't want my teammates to get super because their supers are more important than mine. I can always get mine like during the thing, but my teammates need more. So my Ape gets super. I'm telling my Mina to go get super. Mina gets super. And I'm trying to get my super, and then me and Loki tanked 2 shot, and then Sprout killed me, but it doesn't really matter. Sprout already had hyper, so it doesn't matter that we fed him 2 shots. So right now, we can just chill it back. We dropped the 8-Bit turret in the back, and this kind of was really bad 8-Bit turret setup, just because it already got hit the moment it got spawned. But 8-Bit hit some pretty good taps. They got 2 of them weak, and we're just holding right now. Right now, we need to go back. 8-Bit turret is gone. We have to go back quickly. Mina's low. And then Rain, I don't know why he decides to push up a little bit extra, and then he dies, and the 8-Bit turret is gone. So now we're in a 2v3. Mina tries to go in, Mina wastes all his stuff, and now we are pretty much cooked. I did hit some good taps, and then I hit a crazy Byron hyper. I got the max out, and now it's a 2v2. And we technically do win this, because if I hold against the Byron, and my Mina hold against the Sprout, we should be able to win. So right now I heal up, I heal my Mina up, and I decide to push up into this Byron. I get pretty good taps, I hit a super, and then my Mina can just walk up to the Sprout and do whatever he wants. And then Mina's hypers, and I just get the last kill for the KD. So yeah, that's the first game. So now second game, we pretty much have the same plan. We just have to stay in the back, get our supers, and just wait for endgame. We easily have draft. They sold an easy 3v2, and I hit an insane hyper that carried us that game. So now it's just the same thing. I just heal up my Mina, and I just wait for him to get some pressure on the team. So right now you'll see that they're just camping over there. The reason why is that they already have max super. They don't want to feed any of us right now, so they're just chilling right behind there. If they feed us at least 1 super, then they just get out of positioning. So we're just trying to get them, and you see Mina's trying to do like a double hit and then try to hit his big shot on all 3 of them. So I'm just healing away for opportunity, because if he does that, he gets his full super. So yeah, he hits an insane triple hit. He also heals. They all get low, and Mina gets super. Insane plays by Mina. And I'm just making sure he doesn't die. Brain gets low, and I can't really heal him just because he goes behind the wall. So I'm just going to heal my Mina up. My 8-Bit gets a really good gadget, and my Mina gets low again. But I'm making sure he just doesn't die, because he's basically the star of the show. And I'm just making sure he doesn't die. Sprout gets a really good wall on the 8-Bit, but it's good. It's fine for now because me and Mina can basically hold on lane. And even though he does die, it's a 2v3, 1v1 now all of a sudden. And Aphel does get the last kill, which was pretty insane by him. So yeah, now we have 8-bit turret. Brock does have hyper, but we can just put the 8-bit turret in the back and we can just wait till endgame and then we're chilling. We also do have this wall, which is good for us. Aphel gets low again, I drop him some heals. And Max does have hyper, but they really don't need it right now. Like, if they can use the Brock hyper and try to get this out in the second round itself. Mia gets low, I probably should have healed him, but then I realized that they're both on the bomb, so they could really get any kills. I'm just trying to get my super, because once I get my super, I can stop them from healing, and then that's when we can strike and make a move. So I hit a good tap. I now get super, and now I can just throw it on any one of them. So that's what I'm waiting for. I drop a super. Sprout makes a really good move by supering as well, but that wastes super and that doesn't waste his gadget. And then I go in, I get a trade on the Brock, which is good for us because Brock wasted hyper, Sprout wasted hyper, and Max also wasted hyper. So now we pretty much win because we have so much HP. The Brock's the only one that has like DPS, so they pretty much easily win this. So Rain can just walk up, and they just don't got the damage for it. Mina hypers, and yeah, they basically just got cooked. That was a pretty insane outdraft. My Mina played well. I also just made sure he didn't die. And although I didn't have the best stats on the team, I did get star player, so I mean, I did do pretty well. And let's go on to the next game. Alright, next game. This is a pretty interesting draft. We have Fang, Max, and Byron, and we're just a Gene, Sprout, and Surge. This is a really bad draft on us. I picked Fang, and I didn't really think about thrower that they could go into us, and we are completely outdrafted. This is just a very hard draft, but it is still winnable. We do have Diego for real, who is a semi-pro who's on the Byron. So as long as we can play this pretty well, we could be able to do good. Right now, I'm just holding on to the sideline. I'm just trying to get my super and just wait till endgame. They have the Sprout. The Sprout's just gonna absolutely destroy us. So I'm just pushing up. I just need my super because once I get my super, I can pretty much make some plays. I'll get the Byron heals, and I'm just waiting to make a move. We get the Max shield, and then I can just push up. Surge decides to go for a weird jump, and I got the kill. And then my team was able to push up and get the first round. This was a very convincing first round, but didn't really feel like that in the other rounds, because once G gets pulled, it was pretty much cooked for us. So right now I'm trying to go left. I'm thinking about surprise attacking, but then I see that the G found me out, and then he has pull, and I'm like, I'm not going left lane. If I go left lane, I'm about to get cooked, and I'm not risking that. So we're just gonna chill with the team. The Max does have super. We let him move around. Probably can get hyper or something, and then we can go in. I'm just chilling, you know. I don't really gotta push up, but I do really want to play for hyper because I don't think we're gonna win the second round, especially because they have Gene Pool and Sprout hyper. But yeah, we're just chilling. We don't have an incentive to really push up right now until the poison goes in. Sprout makes a pretty good wall, and then Gene misses a pull, so this does allow us to go push in. I try to push up, and then Surge also makes a pretty bad play. Max pushes up, tanks for me. And this was a very convincing round one, but low-key, I can't even lie, this was false hope. It was false hope because second game, we got absolutely rolled. But you never know, you always in an outdraft, there is always ways to clutch. And to be honest, the Fang, like, the reason why the Fang isn't really that good is because it's like aggro, but we don't have anything for the thrower. The thrower just has a free game. Cause if you want to go assassin, you gotta go assassin with like a wall break, or or something that counters it. But my Max gets a really convincing kill, and now I can just push up. We get a good thing. We get like a good amount of supercharge. I'm trying to charge my super right now. I am like one off my super. My Byron does have super, and my Max is close to another super. But yeah, after this though, we low-key just get cooked. Because the problem is that they low-key switched up their entire strategy. They're playing a lot more passive. they're playing a lot more passive. But then once the G starts going aggressive, like all of a sudden, so they have the Sprout wall. Like the Sprout's trying to make a play early on instead of later on. Like they know that they have to play aggressive. Max drops the super, and the Sprout goes for a wall. And then right now, I'm just trying to push up right now. Surge which is super, but then Gene has pull. Byron missed a very crucial super, and then I get pulled. I tried to super. I thought I could really like try to like stun and maybe get some shots out of it, but I got nothing out of it. So yeah, that was kind of my bad. I didn't really know Gene had pull, and I thought that G was probably gonna most likely pull like the Byron. But now my teammates should probably go into poison. I don't know why my Byron supered. And Surge Colorado supercharged. Gene has another pull. So this isn't good for us. This is good for us. We can just chill though because we have Max Hyper. We'll all get super from it anyway, so it doesn't really matter to push up. We don't want to feed them. We don't want to feed them. We can chill, but we do some. And then we kind of messed up the setup because Max I tried to push up and then Byron misses his super and then he gets it. He just hits it same pool. So now we're in 2v3. I just push up because like there's nothing else we could really do. Surge gets hyper and like is unwinnable from here. So now we go to the third game. The Gene Loki just hit some pretty crazy pulls, but we can still win this. I do believe in myself. I do believe in our team to win this because this is a pretty huge deal game. It's like 100 elo, like because everyone in this lobby is Masters 3, so this is a pretty high elo lobby. So we're doing the same thing for as first game. We're just holding on to that side lane. Byron hits some pretty good tap, but he is low, but we're just trying to stay back. Like we do not want to feed a Surge any supercharge. And then Surge decides to go in and it gets a trade. And that's good for us because now they lost their source of damage. The Surge is basically their damage dealer. And that's the only way. If I were to push up, the Surge is the thing that's going to stop me. But now that they don't have a Surge, we win this. Like, we definitely win this. So we're just trying to find a way to push up. Here, I'm just trying to push up. Like, once I get super, I got super. And now the G can't pull because the G pulls, I can just double kill. G decides to pull the Max and misses, which is really good for us. Max can just super me, I can just push up, get this kill. Max can get the kill on the Sprout charges hypercharge. So yeah, that was a pretty solid round 1. The Surge just sold it around. So yeah, this guy's using the skull pin, that's actually funny. But yeah, we're just trying to stall for the Max hyper, try and get maybe a Byron hyper. Because my hyper is only really useful until like the third game, until like, I don't know, like the third round where I can like go through the Sprout super. But until then, I can just chill. I'm just trying to charge my hyper because I know for a fact that we're not gonna win the second round. Because once like usually what happens is that most of the time they just play more passive. Gene gets pulled by now. And Gene can just pull anybody, because Gene has such a good matchup into this. Gene can just pull anyone. So we're just chilling. I'm waiting for this Max to maybe be close to a hyper, just moving around with the new feature that allows him to charge super while moving. I'm waiting for him maybe get hyper, but he doesn't, so he just supers. And this Sprout makes a good wall, and then I can't really go that way anymore. And then that Gene hits the same pull, and this is what I mean, like, there's not very much we can do. The Gene did waste hyper, which is really important because now they don't have that stat boost when this for the third round. It doesn't matter that Gene has pull again because by now we have max hyper. We're not gonna push into them, and if we are gonna push into them, we're gonna have utility. We're gonna have supers. We're gonna have a Byron. We're gonna have a Byron splash. We're gonna have a Fang super, maybe a Fang hyper. So we're not gonna risk it. We're just gonna we're just gonna try to see what we can do. We already have the max hyper, and there's no point. I'm just waiting for Max to get super, and then I'll come back. So I'm just chilling. I'm not really getting any hits, but I'm making sure that Sprout doesn't push up. Because once the Sprout pushes up, it's not good. I see the Byron trying to tell me to go back, and I think it is a pretty good idea because I don't think the Sprout's gonna push up. We have max super. Max drops a super, I get my super, and right now I'm just waiting. G wastes his pull. I supered, and Sprout hits a really good super. Byron hits an insane hyper, and now they can't really heal. And I'm trying to get that pitch on Surge, but that Sprout wall is somehow saving them. we do get one of them, and then I get the Gene, and then I miss Super, but oh my god, they somehow clutched because the Surge did not have enough damage. And that was a pretty weird game. I actually was 10 elo off pro because of this game. So yeah, let's get on to the last game. Alright, this is my last game, Hearthstone Open Business. I have a Brawl Stars in Earleon. This is the EU lobby, and since I'm from North America, I'm on a huge delay. So I'm just instant banning Crow. Crow's pretty annoying. It's pretty easy to draft when there's no Crow. And right now my team advanced Starnova, really good. I know A is a really good EU player. I've heard about him. He has like the old Maturino pin. I haven't heard the other guy, but it should be fine. They go for a bolt ban. Bolt ban's alright. And I see Surge is open. I was about to click it and he already insta locked it before I even clicked it. And now they go Griff into this. So they're trying to go range into this. If I were them, I would go 8-bit with this if you're trying to go range. But they decided to go max. So I see this and I'm like, okay, just take the 8-bit. I'm thinking in my mind, we should probably go 8-bit. This guy flashing Lumi, I'm like, you should go to 8-bit. I'm just gonna see what he can do. I'm trying to see what else there is. Flash him it, and he decides to go Stew, and that's fine. I don't mind. The reason why I didn't suggest him it, cause if I suggested it, then I would probably be forced to play Stew, which is the brawler I was thinking of going. And I can't play the ping brawlers because I'm all going to be on delay. So I lock into 8-bit. I have the extra crest and the booster. We're just going to hold from range. If I were them, I would go a Pierce or something range. And I forgot what they go. I think they go a Rico. Yeah, they go a Rico. And Rico's a really good pick. Because I didn't really think about this, but the Rico has that 4k shield, and it can basically just take most of the shots, and until we don't really have a wall break, because for some reason our Sue's on the other gadget, so the Rico just has a free lane. So right now it's a pretty crazy lobby. You see 3 pro ranks. I don't really know any people in the lobby except for A. So yeah, we're gonna lose a lot of control in the beginning of most games, but we're just gonna tap up. Once we get control, we can hold. So A pushes up here, and then he just dies. I don't know why he straight lined. I think he thought he could survive with the shield. We lose a lot of control. This dude just does not have matchup because he's not wall break. And this kind of sold us the draft. But we're just holding our lanes. Stu gets the kill. He survived on low HP though, but we just don't have the beginning because our Surge died early and the Stu doesn't have the wall break. So I just auto-aimed the gadget, and I just got insanely tapped on that Griff super. And right now I do think it's still winnable because once we get control of the 8-bit turret, they don't really got much into pushing with us. So I'm very close to it. I dropped the 8-bit turret. I'm trying to drop it behind that wall. So once I get behind this wall, we are just chilling. We have the ammo. And right now, Stu makes some really good plays. He pressed somewhat of a team wipe because he got so much good pressure up top. We get the Stu speed, and this is really good because the reason why 8-bit's pretty good is because he has a lot of DPS, and the problem is his speed. And you can see we're getting cooked. We had such a bad start. If we had a much better start, we probably could have done much. So yeah, they just all spam their hypers, and we can't really do much, but you never know. We can always clutch up in the next few rounds. You obviously see though there are 18 spectators, so we gotta lock in. For all these spectators. Also, I didn't know this at the time of playing this, but it was also the Stu's pro rank game as well, which was honestly pretty funny. But yeah, we are gonna hope that A doesn't die in the beginning very early, and I can get an 8-bit super fast as possibly can. So I'm just gonna drop the gadget left and then spawn my shots to the other side so I can hit some shots. A does die again, but I'm hitting some really insane taps. My Stu also dies, which is also really bad. But I do also die, but the good news, I have the 8-bit turret. The 8-bit turret is the only thing that's gonna be saving us in this matchup. So I'm just waiting. I'm gonna drop this 8-bit turret behind this wall right here. I'm gonna hit a gadget, but I didn't have no ammo. But I did hit a good kill on the Griff. A gets a good kill, and now we can just chill. They can get the pinch, most likely, but they could probably get the pinch. But I'm just trying to heal up or try to get some pressure. Right now I have Gadget. I'm gonna probably wait to Gadget. I'm gonna get that turret out and then Gadget probably. I'm gonna try to Gadget the Griff probably. It's probably my best move, but I don't really Gadget because I realize that they all die. And now I'm pretty close to Hyper. We have full control. We could chill. Like, there's no reason for us to die. Stu gets a good kill. Griff breaks the wall. And now I'm thinking about where I should Hyper. I'm probably gonna most likely Hyper now and drop my turret behind the other set of walls. So yeah, that's what I do. I Hyper, drop it behind the other set of walls. Try to top up his Griff as much as I can. I do get the kill. I do get the other kill on the max. And this was really good by me. The Rico Hypers, like, he tried to clutch up, but like, he did. I hit some crazy taps on the Rico. And I'm surprised I'm doing this, because I'm also on like 150 ping. Like, I don't know how I'm hitting these shots. But A goes in. Doesn't really get much value out of it, but he does get the Hyper, so it doesn't really matter. We're trying to hold on. Right now, Ilion dies, and I'm also dead, but I did get the kill on the Griff. The Max did somehow die. I don't know how. Like, I guess the Stu Super and the 8-bit Hyper Loki did enough damage to him. And we somehow managed to get the second game. And then that was 1-1. And the third game, like, we got locked in. Like, they're probably going to learn to play a lot more passive. And they're not going to try to feed me my super early. Because once I get super, I'm just able to cook a lot. So yeah. Let's see what happens this time. I think we do the same thing again. We just stay in the we have the same lanes. A goes in again. Hopefully he doesn't die this time. He holds his lane. He doesn't die. He gets level 3, which is a really good start for us. And I'm just trying to get as much zone time as I can. I get the Aperture. I drop it down. Ace jumps for level 3, which is good. Probably should jump over the wall. I think that was a better play. But then Griff breaks the wall and he gets the turret out. And somehow Stu died, which kind of caused sold this a little bit, and now I don't have 8-bit super, and I'm nowhere close to it. So yeah, right now I'm just trying to hold lane. I don't really get much value out of it. Stu pushes up. He gets a lot of zone time, and A gets a pretty good pinch. We have level 4 Surge. Now we have a lot of control. So let's try to get this level. Let's try to get the super. Trying to get super. I drop it down right here where the speed zone is. So now I have speed and damage. I did miss this gadget heavily, but it's fine. So yeah, the Surge dies. I mean, the Stu dies, but we do have control still. I'm trying to tap the Max, but the Max is low-key dodging. Rico gets a good Hyper. I die. I kind of sold that, but we do have Surge Hyper. Stu trying to hold his lane as much as he can. And I think Surge is just Hyper right now. Try to get some plays in. Surge doesn't do as best as I would have thought, but he did get 2 kills, which is fine. Got all the control back. And right now I'm trying to get that pinch. We got the pinch, and now we're just trying to get 8-bit Hyper. 8-bit Hyper, 8-bit Super Hyper. So now I got the 8-bit Super, and I'm just trying to chill right now. I don't really see a point in trying to push up, and Griff makes a good Hyper. I'm just trying to Hyper back. I'm trying to see how much I can really make out of this. I didn't really make much out of it, but it's fine. Right now, it's pretty close. It's pretty intense right now. We just gotta push up. We gotta make sure they don't get much pressure. I do die, but my teammates are able to hold lane. And I'm like, I'm just hoping my teammates are able to hold the lane as much as they can until I come back. So now I come back, I have a gadget. I had some insane taps on the Griff, and then we almost lost. We won by 1% because they got 99%. That was actually so crazy. But yeah, we did win. I don't know any of these people, but that was really insane. And that's how I hit pro rank 42nd time. So yeah, that was pretty insane game, like winning by 1%. 106 elo for my last game too. And yeah, we gotta say hi to the big bag turtle for spectating me, being a real one. So yeah, right now I'm gonna go check how far I am right now in the leaderboards, cause we're top 55 global, and that's pretty high up. That's pretty high for last day of the season. I'm number 2 in the United States, which is honestly pretty crazy. Let's see. I'm right next to Gugu. It sounds pretty cool. And yeah, my other fans are here. So yeah, that's it for the video. Please make sure to like and subscribe.